From Nashville, Tennessee, it's the Cameo Bobo Show, live in Music City, with host Cameo Bobo, with guests Gina Miller, comedian Chris Cherry, Southern Classic Kitchens, with guest co-host DJ Dahwu.
And your host, Cameo Bobo.
Welcome to the show, guys. I'm so excited to have you here tonight. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all ready for an amazing show? I'm so ready. I'm so excited that you guys are here. We have an incredible lineup for you guys. Tonight, we're bringing a music powerhouse by the name of Gina Miller. She is a music exec that has done so many phenomenal things in the world of music, mentorship, entrepreneurship. She's multi-talented and multifaceted. Please give it up for Gina Miller, y'all. We also tonight are bringing comedy back to the show with one of my hometown homies from Jackson, Tennessee, by the name of comedian Chris Cherry. Please give it up for him. He's about to have y'all rolling. All right. And tonight we're going to tantalize your taste buds again with one of my homies from Jackson, Tennessee. We have Southern Classic Kitchens in the building for our You Hungry segment, okay? So are y'all ready? I think y'all are ready. All right, DJ Dahwu, who we got coming up first?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are in store for a comedy journey like no other. Please welcome to the stage the hilarious Chris Cherry.
Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, Nashville. How y'all doing, man? Y'all doing good? Yeah, let y'all know something about myself, man. My name is Chris Cherry, man, and I love the holidays. I'm a holiday type person. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. I love getting together with my family, man. But growing up, it was one holiday I couldn't stand. Y'all already know, Halloween. I hated Halloween. I hated Halloween because I never knew what I was going to be on Halloween until the day of. After my mama made my costume. Now, don't y'all sit there and act like y'all mamas ain't never made y'all costumes before. But I got to hand it to my mama, though, man. My mama was creative. My mama used to do some creative stuff. I remember one year she made me and my brother go shopping in each other's closet. We outside trick-or-treating in our street clothes. Everybody looking at somebody, dang, who you supposed to be? I said, him. I'm him and he me. For real, man. One year she outdid herself, though. She took costume making to the highest level possible. One year she threw a white sheet over my body. Made me cut out 2 eye holes. Made me put on a red hat and a red belt. I had to go outside and tell everybody it was a gallon of milk. My brother had on a blue hat. He was 2%. I was like, would y'all look at this? Would you look at this? Make no sense, man. For real, y'all laughing, man. This stuff is true. For real, man. And kids like, oh, what we do? Like black people, what we do on Halloween? Where we go trick-or-treating? In the rich folks' neighborhood. There you go. We live on Jefferson Street. We be way out in Green Hill somewhere. Somewhere we ain't got no business being trick-or-treating, man. They got the good candy. There you go, Cameo. They got the good stuff. You go trick-or-treating in a rich neighborhood, you get a king-size bag of Skittles, a Macy gift card, Chick-fil-A coupon, you be in heaven. Go trick-or-treating in the hood if you want to. You look in your bag, you got some real food. I looked in my bag one time, I had some green beans, noodles, candy yams, oranges. What is this? One time, man, this dude sprinkled a handful of Doritos in my bag. Talk about trick-or-treat, bro. Trick-or-treat. Messed up part was he licked his fingers right before he did it. Talk about trick-or-treat, bro. Trick-or-treat. Real, man. Y'all been watching news lately? Yeah. Keeping up with the news? Y'all heard about the news? Just, what, it was today, Saturday? Thursday. Woman, right here in Nashville, offered $75,000 for her dog. Missing dog. True story, $75,000. Y'all know there was a white woman. Oh, yeah, black people, we don't care about dogs like that. You know what I'm saying? White people, they get a dog, it's part of the family. We get a dog, we treat it like a dog. They get their dog pet names like Buddy, Lucky, Sassy. Not us. We give our dogs real people name. We name our dog after people in the family. Our dogs we named Rico, Troy, Bruce. Buddy got it made. Rico barely making it. Buddy got a collar, patent leather, nice collar, DNA, blood type, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter account. What Rico got? An old dirty bandana tied around his neck, or a belt that done got too little. Y'all ever seen that? For real, man. Buddy eats the best dog food. He eats pedigree dog food, the dog food of champions. $75 a bag. You look in the bag, you got real pieces of chicken, beef, snap peas, Alaskan whitefish, everything in there for Buddy. Buddy eating better than me. What Rico eat? Leftovers, there you go. Rico eat everything in the refrigerator that's about to get old. You look at Rico bowl, he got spaghetti, mashed potatoes, taco meat, ham hock, collard greens. He the only dog on the block with high cholesterol, high blood pressure. He's sweating in the wintertime. One time my cousin, he poured some hot sauce in his dog bowl. I said, man, dogs don't like hot sauce. He said, yes, they do, yes, they do. Man, he poured so much hot sauce, his dog lost his bark. You ever hear a dog lose his bark? He was pouring that hot sauce in there, his dog talking about, said, that's too much, man. Dogs don't eat hot sauce. Appreciate these last Nashville. Man, before I get up out of here, though, I got to tell y'all this true story, real true story, man. Growing up, my dad always told me, he was like, Chris, if you ever get pulled over and you're on the passenger side, just act like you sleep. True story. My dad always said, if you ever get pulled over and you're on the passenger side, just act like you sleep. So like Cameo said, we both from Jackson. One day I was riding with Cameo in Jackson. True story. I'm with Cameo. We driving. Cameo speeding. It was Lane College homecoming. She gets pulled over. Act like you sleep. About 20, 30 seconds go by, I hear a knock at the window. Act like you sleep. About another 10, 15 seconds go by, I hear another knock. So I peeped over at the left corner of my eye. Y'all tell me why Cameo was acting like she was asleep too. All right, Nashville, man, my name is Chris Cherry. That's my time. Y'all been great. Peace.
Why you telling our secrets? Why you telling our secrets?
I got to keep it real.
Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to my next guest. She is a music exec with MNRK Music Group, but she is also a musician, educator, mentor, entrepreneur. She has a career that spans over 20 years. Please help me welcome the beautiful Gina Miller to the show. Thank you for being here, Gina.
Thank you for having me.
You look so gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate the invitation. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So let's hop right into this.
Okay.
How did you become Gina Miller, the music exec? Tell us your story.
The story has to start in Memphis, Tennessee.
Woo woo,
It
in
just-
town.
it just
Okay,
has to.
West Tennessee.
Born and raised
love
in
it.
Memphis. Born and
What
raised.
part of Memphis?
South.
South
Come on,
Memphis.
South Memphis.
Okay, South Memphis.
South Memphis, baby.
Oh, you got some
I
family.
have to say that every chance I get.
I love it.
Largely because that is where I started. That was the beginning. That was the foundation. That was where I first heard music that I can
Wow.
recall. My mom's home was full of music. We had 2 pianos in our house when I was growing up.
Okay. Well, did she play piano?
My mom played for our church.
Okay.
And my grandmother played the piano. My dad's mom played the piano.
Wow.
So she had a piano in her house.
Okay.
And so as the story goes, which is kind of a common story, around the age of maybe about 5 or so, you know, it's Memphis, Tennessee. The neighborhood, almost every neighborhood has 2 or 3 things in common.
Okay.
Candy
Tell us.
lady
Okay, Candy Lady. Okay.
and the mean piano teacher. Okay. So, God bless her soul. I'm not going to call her the mean piano teacher, but she didn't play with that yardstick.
Right.
But this lady was our neighborhood teacher, and she saw my mom at an event and told my mom to bring her to me, talking about me, bring me to her.
Wow.
And so it really hasn't been until I was an adult where I asked my mom, what did that feel like audacity to her? Like, I was like, Mom, she knew you could play. Like,
Right,
my mom
and
was
then
our church pianist. But my mom said not one time had she ever considered that that was something that she should have been offended by.
Wow.
She counted it as a blessing that she would want to invest time.
She saw something
and she
in
saw
you.
something in me. So I would say my formal lessons started around 5.
Wow.
And I stayed in music, piano, organ. I was in the band all the way through college.
Wow.
So music.
So you are a musician.
I am
so
a
what
musician.
Are you? Do you play? Do you sing also?
Yes.
Wow.
I do. Yes, I do play. I sing a tinge.
Give it up for her, y'all.
A tinge.
Talented. So tell us, how did you go from? Because you started interning at what was it called? It originally was it.
So.
Tell us the story. Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you the story because when you say interning, especially as I've met some college age people today, it wasn't that kind of internship.
Okay, all right.
I was a grown woman with a then husband and 2 children.
Wow.
And I knew that I needed to do something different.
Wow.
And I had been hoping and praying and planning for a pivot. And I really didn't know how it was going to look or when it was going to come.
Wow.
So I was at my oldest son's football game.
Okay.
And there was a guy that week after week, he was another parent who was there with his kid, except his car was a little different from everyone else's.
What was he driving?
A Porsche.
Ooh! At the game.
At the game.
Pulling up to the
Pulling up at the park.
Okay.
Every week after week.
So
the rest of us were driving, Camrys.
Like, what's going on with this?
And I did. And I walked up to him and I was like, hey, I think I need to know who you are.
Wow.
And we started talking, and that conversation led us to the next week another conversation until I finally asked him what did he do.
Wow.
And he named all these artists and all this music. And the songs that he named were my songs. It was my music. They were my artists. They were my favorites. And so from there.
And these are people that he was working with?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so he finally acknowledged that he was a CEO of a company here in Nashville. Okay. And I said, okay, so hire me, you know.
Yeah. Hook your girl up.
Exactly. We're people now, you know. And so that turned into a conversation that basically he said he doesn't do the hiring, but he would let me know who does and introduce me. And I said, that's all I need. Yeah. You make the introduction, I'll take it from there. And so that person did interview me, only to tell me that he wasn't hiring. Oh. And so I said, well, let me just come hang out. Let me come every day. I'll insert myself. I'll learn. I want to contribute if I can. I want to just put myself in the way. And he obliged that for about a year before he offered me a part-time coordinator job.
Okay, hold on. This story is getting juicy, y'all. Let's take a commercial break and we're going to come back. Okay, we'll be right back, guys. That was good.
Hey guys, it's your host, Cameo Bobo. Are you enjoying the show? We love to hear your feedback. Please send us a text at 321-471-3976. Also, follow us on Instagram at Cameo Bobo Show. And if you're watching this from YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe to our page. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show, guys. All right, Gina, let's finish up this story. Okay.
So long story short.
Okay.
They offered me a part-time coordinator job. I said yes.
All right.
I took that job. I moved throughout the company along the way, and now it's 20 years later.
Wow. So, and you are now, tell us your current title.
Senior Vice President and General Manager.
Give it up for her, guys. And that all started with you realizing that you wanted to do something different. Yeah. Accepting the fact that you wanted to do something different, because a lot of times people know they want to do something different, but they won't embrace it and they won't make the decision to make that change. Yeah. Then stepping outside of your box and saying, you know what, I might need to get to know this guy that's driving this nice Porsche. Yeah. Being bold and courageous enough to say, hey, I want in with what you're doing. Yes. And then going forward and saying, hey, no matter if you don't have a current space for me, I'll find a space for myself if you let me through this door. Absolutely. And I think that is amazing and great advice for women, especially women who currently have families and are wives and mothers. You know, what would you say to somebody that wants to pursue their dreams, but they feel like they have a load they're bringing with them? As a woman, I embody the fullness of that, period. And we can stop the sentence right there.
what women have to do, and what I would like to encourage any woman to do, is to define for themselves, one, what they need to do and be as a woman, period. Whatever that looks like for you might not be the same for me. And we have to give ourselves permission, oftentimes, to not feel guilty about how we want to show up in the world as the women that we are.
Amen.
The woman that we were put on earth to be. How we see ourselves is important. And I think that that's the first power that we own for ourselves.
I love it.
And we have to be okay with defining that. It's like defining success. No one's definition should be the same.
Yeah.
We might have some commonality. There are some threads that are similar. But your definition of success should differ from mine, and it's mine to have, so it's okay that it's different.
I love it.
So it's okay as a woman to decide that you want to have balance, or you want to work outside the home, or you want to work inside the home, or you want to have children, or you don't want to have children, or you want to adopt children, or you want to start a business and be a full-time entrepreneur.
Whatever the decision.
Whatever decisions you want for yourself, you're only entitled to what you realize that you can own.
All right.
That's what you're entitled to.
All right.
You're entitled to what you are willing to own, what you're willing to sacrifice, because there's going to be some sacrifice
Yes, there are.
regardless. You can be anything you want to be. And there's some things that we still want to have, right? We want to be in pursuit of some things that still will require sacrifice.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
It's a journey. And I mean, even the simple things of, you know, someone's here working who's likely missing their own kid's game tonight.
Yeah.
That's a sacrifice. There's someone else who might have taken off tonight to be there present with their kid at the game.
Yeah.
Neither answer is wrong. It's whatever is right for you,
what your values.
what your values are.
I love that.
And honestly, I don't even know if I want to make it a value thing, because sometimes we as people put on other people a value that we believe is right or wrong based on our own personal experiences.
Right.
It's just a matter of decision, and we can only own the decisions that are right for you.
That's good.
And you. And so
Give it
that's
up.
what
That
I
was
think.
good. That was good. That was good. All right. So lastly, tell us about your boys. What are they doing now?
Oh,
I know you're proud of them.
I am.
Yeah. Tell us about what they got
I
cooking,
am one
girl.
of those mothers, for sure. And you know,
Me
I
too.
think in you know, probably what turned the corner for me was I was in a mentoring session a few years ago, and I realized that I've been around a lot of women and a lot of young men who were endeavoring to you know, become executives or to have whatever jobs they want to have, who didn't know I had children.
Wow.
And so I realized that I was in a event one day, and a young lady was in tears talking about the career path that she was on, and she didn't see women who had children. She didn't see women who were married. And I interrupted her, and I stopped her, and I said, first of all, let me tell you about my story. Let me tell you, I have children, and you can do this and have a family.
Yeah.
But I promised myself from that day forward that I would, every opportunity that made sense, that I would make sure that, and it was never a thing that I was hiding them. I just think that a lot of times we bring rules to the table that we think are rules of engagement that no one made a rule. We brought these things.
Subconsciously, we just got these
right,
thoughts.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there are those pressures that you don't want people to think, because you do have a family, you do have children, that you can't be available, that you're limited, you know, all these different things. And I think that that's still another way now that I am trying to make sure that that's still power for you to take back for yourself and for your family. So my boys are grown. They're adults now.
All right, tell us what they up to.
They are adults. So my oldest, he's a musician too. He's working in the music industry.
Okay.
He's just started a new business, so he's an entrepreneur, but he also works at a company. He works for a PRO called CSAC Music Group.
Ooh, I know that.
You know,
That's
so
big.
he's playing around town, so you might see him playing guitar for a lot of R&B artists. He plays for some country artists. So
What's his name?
His name is Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller. Okay, look out for Stephen,
Look
y'all.
out for Stephen.
Okay.
If you need a bass player, call him.
Okay, cool.
And my baby, he's doing his own thing too. He's an entrepreneur in his own right, but he's building, working with a guy, and they are opening a new business on 4th Avenue called
Awesome.
Sobro
Food restaurant?
Sips It's a craft and coffee shop. Craft beer and coffee.
Wow. Tell us again the name of it.
Sobro Sips.
Sobro. I've heard of that. It's coming?
It's coming. Yeah.
Maybe I've seen the sign. Is the sign
It's
up?
yeah,
Yeah,
everything's up.
I see that.
It's coming
Okay.
soon. So it's
Well,
about to
all right,
open.
we'll
They've been
be-
building
we'll
it
be
out for
sure
the
to
last few
support
months.
them.
Yeah, support them.
Yeah, well, give it up for Gina. She's been amazing, right? All right, we'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much, Gina, for being on the show.
Thank you.
All right. That was great. Thank you, love. Welcome back to the show, guys. I am so excited because now it is time for our You Hungry segment. And today we are bringing you Southern fusion food and tantalizing seasonings with Southern Classic Kitchens. Please welcome the founder of Southern Classic Kitchens, Cedric Graves, to the show. Hey, Cedric, thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so tell us, how did you get started?
With my seasonings or cooking?
Everything. Tell us a
cooked
story.
all my life and
You've been cooking all your life?
Yeah.
Since you was a little baby, you was cooking?
since about 5.
Oh, who taught you how to cook?
I just watched my mama and copied it.
You watch your mama and copied it. What's your mama name?
Mary Graves.
Mary Graves. Well, we're going to see what Mary Graves taught you today, okay? Tell us what you brought us to try today.
Okay, I got, all these are made with my seasonings.
Okay.
This is my honey garlic,
Okay.
salmon Philly. I made sliders on the food truck.
Okay, let's stop there. Say it again. What
Honey garlic, salmon Philly.
Honey garlic salmon Philly. I've never heard of this before. That's a
It's-
specialty, right?
That's the Southern fusion.
Southern fusion. How'd you come up with that term?
It's just
Let's go ahead
mixing
and try it.
Southern style cooking with world flavors.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
It's,
So good, y'all.
It's salmon.
Okay. So what flavors did you use on this right here?
The honey garlic seasoning. I don't know which camera I'm on. But the honey garlic.
We'll get it on camera. Honey garlic seasoning. So these seasonings are all in Kroger's or in the stores?
Not in Kroger's yet.
Okay.
But the local Foodlands in Nashville.
Wow.
All the Foodland stores, HG Hills, Piggly Wiggly,
Congratulations. Give it up for them, guys.
and in the Memphis areas, and all Super Lows and Cash Savers.
Wow. So you're originally from West Tennessee?
Yeah, from
Where
Jackson,
you from?
Tennessee.
Say it again so they can
Jackson,
hear.
Tennessee.
J-Town in
He's
this
from
thing,
Jackson.
okay? We all from Jackson.
Jackson, Tennessee's finest.
So how did you get the idea to do your seasoning?
Well, it started, I was catering before I had a food truck.
Okay.
And I just got tired of repetitive. You go
Yeah.
to the store, you buy onion powder, garlic powder, salt, black pepper, paprika.
You got
buying the
tired
same
of buying,
things.
yeah.
So I came up with my first seasoning. It's called All You Need, and all of it is in one. You can eliminate
Wow.
all that.
And so I see on here that it says low salt,
Yeah,
which
low
your
salt.
girl needs, okay?
Yeah,
Thank you for
all
thinking
my
about
seasonings
us.
are low salt.
All of them are low salt.
Yeah.
And
Except
no
seafood.
MSG. So tell people what MSGs mean, because I don't think people know.
MSG is a chemical, monosodium glutamate, and it's known to cause cancer,
Wow.
especially in
And
colored
you-
people.
No MSG in
No
this,
MSG.
right? Right, because we like that. Okay, so let's get back to this food. What else do we have over here?
Okay, I have my lamb chops.
Okay,
And
let's
it's
try
made
this.
with my Cattleman's Ranch. Seared.
So you have a ranch seasoning?
Yeah, it's called
How do you
Cattleman's
come up with
Ranch.
the ideas for your seasoning? Oh goodness. I'm
It's just dry inspiration. It falls out the sky, literally.
Y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry y'all not tasting this.
I'm not sorry.
So it falls out the ceiling. What'd you
Yeah,
say?
it just fall out the sky. It just
From God, right?
yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah.
So where do you want to take your business? Where do you see yourself
I just want to take over all the groceries house. I mean, all the seasoning out. Cause like I travel a lot, and me and my wife, we go to grocery stores when we go to different cities. But we went to New Orleans, and you go to the seasoning section, and you're like, wow, you don't know what to get. But you come up here, and it's like slim pickings. So I want
sorry.
my seasoning to be the wow factor. and the seasoning out.
Wow.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I
What do
really
you
don't
put
have
your
one.
foot in? As they say in Jackson.
Lamb chops.
Well, it could be lamb
everything.
chops or it could be salmon sliders
They
for
are
me.
so good.
That's just a pinch. So I have stuff on my truck.
So do you still cater?
Yeah.
And how would they
Send
do
the
that? Do
invoice.
they go to the website? How do they do that?
You can reach me on all social media, Southern Classic Kitchens across the board. My website, you can reach me there, or email.
Okay.
All the contact information the same across the board on every page.
And each one of these seasons are in Foodland locally in the city?
Yes.
So I can go and
This is a Compton's Foodland exclusive. Mike
Okay.
sent my check.
You know what? Now I'm thinking I might have seen this before. Okay. But this is the one that I really think is, I like the branding on that one.
Yeah.
And so what's going on in the bag?
Okay, this is my meatloaf seasoning.
Okay.
Just a pound
So
of
we don't
ground
have
beef.
to do the extra stuff. Just put that in the meatloaf.
You just
and
put
it's
that
gonna-
in a cup of
I
water.
need that. And what is this?
This is my seafood boil.
Woo, who likes seafood in here? DJ Dahwu still eating. Okay, let's get back to the food. Okay, tell them, what else did you bring us?
Okay, I have broccolini. I'm
Okay.
gonna go for the mac.
Yeah,
mac
we're gonna
and
do the
cheese.
mac and cheese. 'Cause
Okay.
it's looking
Amen.
Now that's
good.
truffle.
You want that? Okay.
That's a 3 cheese truffle mac and cheese.
3 cheese. Ooh, what cheeses did you use? Look at
I
that.
use Gruyere, Swiss, Gouda.
Oh my goodness, hold on.
So it's truffle Gruyere.
He sure did. He sure did.
I'm lost for words. This is really good.
He used all them cheeses.
Congratulations.
Thank
You should
you.
be proud of yourself. Is your mom proud of you?
All right.
I know she is. So where can they find your food truck? Because you have a food truck.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so how would they,
Yeah, you can follow my social medias, or go to Street Food Finder
okay.
and type in Southern Classic Kitchens. It'll tell you everywhere I'm gonna be.
All right, and so let's try this broccoli and then we're going to have to wrap so I can finish eating. I'm
The
hungry.
broccoli is seasoned with my vegetable seasoning. That's
Vegetable
all that's
seasoning.
on it, and a pinch
Okay,
of salt.
DJ. How'd you come up with this idea?
It's just vegetable seasoning, just sauteed with this.
And so
It's just the flavor. It's all flavor.
All flavor.
No salt.
all flavors, y'all. It is really good.
Thanks.
Congratulations. You've done an amazing
Appreciate it.
job, and we know that these are going to be in Whole Foods, Kroger's, Food Line, Food Giant,
Yep.
all of them. We speak that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for being on the show. This
I'm
has
glad
been
to be here.
amazing, guys. You should go try them, follow them, and tell me the website again.
Street Food Finder. My website is sckitchens.us. You can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn,
Okay.
any social media.
Remember, Southern Classic Kitchens is the food truck to go to, okay? And try some of this delicious food. All right, we'll be right back after this with a moment of motivation. Thank you so much for being on the show,
All
Cedric.
right, glad you
And
had
thank you, DJ Dahwu.
The Cameo Bobo Show is now offering the following advertisement options: TV commercial spots, email promotion to over 1,500 potential customers, social media promotion to over 4,300 monthly users. It's time to elevate your brand and get in front of a diverse audience. Secure your advertisement today by visiting CameoBoboShow.com to learn more. This episode of the Cameo Bobo Show is brought to you by Southern Classic Kitchens.
Welcome back to the show, guys. It is now time for your moment of motivation. And today's topic is everything is going to work out perfectly. Sometimes I know that life can be really, really hard, really, really discouraging, and really, really, it can really get down on you sometimes. I know times in my own personal life, there's been things that have just seemed to just be so overwhelming or last so long that I literally wanted to give up. But I want to remind you today that this is a marathon and not a sprint. Everything will not be perfect. God didn't promise us perfect days. He promised that he will always be with us. So if you're struggling right now, if you're having a lot of dark days, I want to encourage you to speak positive things, believe that something good will happen to you, and above all, don't give up. Get up every single day and keep going. When I'm having a really tough time and I want to give up and I want to quit, I tell myself, Cameo, how much more do you have inside of you? And sometimes I like, okay, I can make it another month. Sometimes it's like all I can do is make it another night. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I can make it another night. So if you have to go second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, or day by day, I encourage you to just keep going. Do not give up. Don't stop believing that things will turn around for you. Don't stop believing that things will get better. I'll never forget, I was on the phone with one of my brothers, and it was a long time ago, and he was overseas, and we were talking about some topic. I really can't even remember what the topic was. But at the end of the conversation, we said, hey, everything's gonna work out perfectly. And he agreed with me. And that's something that stayed with me, because I really believe that everything eventually always works out perfectly if we just stay in the game and don't quit. You will have happy days again. You will feel good again. You will smile again. You will be without pain again. You will be happy again. You won't feel, you will feel loved again. You will feel all of those feelings that you want to feel. You'll feel that again. Just don't stop. And also, I wanted to say this. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I want to make that 100% clear. I believe in Jesus Christ. So if you ever want to learn more about that, or learn more about anything that I believe in, or you like these moment of motivations, just send a text to that number and we can talk. I'm all about encouraging and motivating people to become their best selves, because that's what I believe that God wants them to be, and who I believe God wants, what he wants to do in our lives. He's for us. He's not against us. And if you are struggling right now, it is not God. It is the devil. So put the blame on him and don't put the blame on God. He loves you. He's going to fix your life, and he's going to make it to where the devil would be put to shame if you give him a chance. So open up your heart and give him a chance to change your life. All right. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much to all of my guests. I'm so glad that you guys were here to share with me. And until the next show, 2 fingers. Love you guys. Bye. Is this a wrap? Thanks for tuning in to the Cameo Bobo Show, live in Music City. We'd love to hear your feedback and thoughts. Please reach out to us at cameobobo.com and hit that TV show link. Until then, we'll see you on the next episode.